Hello and welcome back to my channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up & Co. and race 2 of round 2 here at Trial Mountain Circuit in the US of A. And what a cracking first race that was. We had a great battle, didn't we? Colonel Curtains kind of got away with it in the end, but a battle between Wadru, PM, DJ and Silly Shot just for those final podium places was, well, the battle was just all the way to the end. Absolutely magnificent. So hopefully we'll have a little bit more of that, please. And it'd be nice if some of the other guys could join in and really have a great battle with everybody. So we'll see. So race 2 then, later in the day here. Same drill though, mandatory stop for these drivers. But of course, these are the GR3 cars now. So bigger, faster cars, these ones. So expect a little bit more of the same. With a few more fireworks, hopefully. So let's get on with this race 2 or this grid, and I'll take you through it now. So reverse grid it is. So Bennett in pole position with Nathan second, Osman in third, Brian Moncani fourth, Unforgiven in fifth, Sai in sixth, Dan in seventh, McGrath in eighth, Silly Shot in ninth, DJ 10th, PM in 11th, Wadru in 12th, and Colonel Curtains in 13th. Right, here we go. Watch those lights. We will all right. Osman just a little bit slow off the line there. Just looked like he delayed it a little bit. He's out there, and the inside now is Osman puts himself to second. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Oh, but he crosses the line. That could be a penalty. Straight lining it through. 1 and 2. I think he might get away with it being at his lap 1, but jumped across the grass there, Osman. In fact, let's just take a look at that because it was quite exciting stuff actually. You watch him go. So off the line, coming up to turn 1. In fact, let's get on board. We go into this spaceship style cockpit here. It goes up the inside. Decides he can't get through there, then just cuts across and wow, jumps across the grass there. There's almost liftoff in the spaceship shaped car, Citroen. But does get that second place off of Bennett, who drops down to third from pole. Forgiven in fourth with Brian Moncani, sorry, with Sai on the outside of him. It's the two Jags fighting it out, then Brian Moncani in that Porsche behind them in sixth, PM in seventh, Wadru in eighth. They will stream through now into the tunnel along this back straight. So Nathan with a better start, but Osman is going to have a go at a move down here. So we're already into the realms of slipstream and passing. We're not even done lap 1 yet. So here we go, everybody. Strap yourselves in and enjoy this ride, because I've got a feeling this could be another great race. It's Bennett with a great move up the inside of Osman. That's a great move. Little touch from Osman there. I don't think it was intentional. Just couldn't get it stopped there. But Sai now under pressure. Sai putting pressure on Osman now. But a great move from Bennett through that little kink. Just kept it floored through there. Not past Osman. And, up to second he goes behind Nath. Shot here as they come through turn 15, the final corner, all in the line. Silly Shot at the back there. Sorry, DJ at the back there. He's a long way back, DJ. What happened to him? He's had a big moment, hasn't he? Didn't even notice that he'd disappeared from the rest of them. Did he actually ever get started? What happened to DJ? I'm going to go all the way back and just see, because I don't think he had... Something's happened at the start. Oh, it was right at the start as well. Literally right at the start. So I'm going to go back. I will take you back to where we were, but gets a bit caught up through turns 1 and 2. Goes back to 13th. Oh, and then he gets his back wheel on the grass. So that spins him round. That's another couple of corner spins. Then tries to get it turned. Can't get off the grass. By the time he does get it started, the rest of the field is long gone. There are several corners ahead of him at this point, so bad start for DJ there. But, well, He's got a long way to go now for DJ. It's going to be a long, long race for him. But we pick back up where we left off with Nath leading it through turns 1 and 2 with Bennett in second. Then we got to Osman still there in third with Sai in fourth. Unforgiven taking some grass there. 5 and PM's going to dive up the inside of Unforgiven now. Unforgiven staying well out of the way. Didn't want any part of that, did he? But he's on the inside now. He's Unforgiven. Is he going to have another go up the inside of PM? No, he doesn't. Good battling, though. Wadru behind him along with McGrath and Brian Moncani. So it's all close still here. Way back to Dan. And the Kearns is in there. Silly shots in 12th. Just sitting there in that Ferrari at the back. What about our winner from race 1? It's in 11th, but he's going to be pulling out for a move on Dan down here at 9. He does get it done, but kind of didn't get it done in the end because Dan's with him still. He got the pass, but then couldn't get it stopped. And drifted himself way out to the edge of the track, all of that dirty stuff out there. Dan took that place back off of Curtains. So Curtains not having it his own way. This lot still in a line, headed up by PM. He's got that small gap then to Osman ahead of him, but there's Osman going across the line. And PM, Unforgiven, McGrath, Wadru, Brian Moncani. To see Brian have a quick look at Wadru, but as I say, can't really pass through here. It just should be one line through there, really. It's going to go for a pass. 9 times out of 10, it's going to end up being a disaster. So you're better off not bothering, I don't think. Unless it's, unless you really think you can get it done, it's really not any point in trying to dive through there to get a job done when you might as well wait a bit late. It's only this early in the race anyway. So Wadru now behind Unforgiven. We know Wadru does good exit into here, and then straight away already having to pull out on Unforgiven, and pulls back in, tucks back in, runs a little bit more, just needs that little bit of extra slip to get him down and past him to 9. He's going to get that pass done, I think, on Unforgiven. He's on the inside, but can he get that Merc stopped? He can. It's that tight line he takes all the time, and Unforgiven couldn't do anything about that. So Wadru was 7th. Unforgiven 8th, Brian Moncani right behind them in 9th, and then he has a moment through turn 12. He's lost the back end there as Brian just slid it as he come over that rise. He's just slid it out of control, and then he's facing the wrong way through turn 13. Has to turn it round. That's going to drop into 12th place, and then revs it up, gives it the beans, and almost loses it again. Brian, so lost him even more time then, and DJ all of a sudden, with all that damage on the front of his car after his big hit and right at the start of the race, can now finally actually see a car ahead of him. The car being Brian Moncani, so now he's got something to chase down as DJ. Leader Nath, though, he's still out front, still with that fastest lap of 1:52.2, but very impressive from Bennett in that McLaren. He's sticking with Nath all the way. He's fighting with Osman early in this race. Pulled the blinding move through turns 12, 10, 11 and 12. Got it back past Osman. Now these two have quite a nice gap between themselves and the rest now. So what can Bennett do? trying to stick with Nath. He's sticking with him. Remember, we've still got that mandatory stop that everyone's got to take. So again, what we're looking at the moment is all going to change. As we see Sight in third place. It's a bit of showing from Sight, this one. Got himself up to about 8th place, I think it was. Race 1, I think that's where we finished. After a slow start. Just kept himself out of trouble. And got a decent result in the end. Osman in 4th place in the spaceship. That's a really, really nice car. Just don't think it's got the overall pace. Maybe not suited around this track, maybe. Don't know too much about it, if I'm honest, but to me, it looks a great car, but it's got that out-and-out pace compared with some of these other pure racers in like the Porsches and the AMGs. I'm not so sure. So he's sitting there in 4th, so you know that's not too bad, is it? With 8 minutes gone, still a big chunk of this race left. So it's not over, is it yet for him? And now we've got McGrath. Race 1, quite a quiet race for him in race 1, wasn't it? Didn't really get anything going there. So we'll be looking to see if he can get a little bit better this time. He's sitting there in 5th at the moment, so just outside of the podium places for McGrath. And Wadru in 6th place. Well, we know Wadru, never discount him. He did this last round in Suzuka. Just you think he's having an average race. He's sitting there at 6th. That's not average, but you know, he's kind of just doing what he has to do, and then all of a sudden he'll just suddenly pop up near the end of these races and stick himself on the podium. So that's what Wadru is all about. As we start seeing our first drivers in, Sai and McGrath are both in off those soft tyres. PM now up to 5th place. Trying to stay with Wadru ahead of him. These two had a good battle with EJ, Silly Shot, and who's the other one? Can't think of the 5th one, but great battle with all of them in the last race. It's Unforgiven in 6th. That's really, really nice looking Ultimate Racing League Jag. Suits it as well, that colour scheme. So yeah, looks quite nice, that does. Dan. That's fresh and Spyro inspired Porsche. And then Silly Shot down the inside of Colonel Curtains. Let's have a look at that move. Is it Colonel Curtains having a go? Well, Silly Shot's ahead of him in 8th. Curtains is right behind him in 9th. I just think it looked like he was passing him. It's just a gambler shot. So Silly Shot in 8th. And the Curtains in 9th place. So he's on the medium side. Still got the softs to run them. 11 minutes in. In pit lane. Anybody else driving in? This looks like Osman at the moment. Curtains out all over the back of Silly Shot. Oh, Dan's got a second penalty. He had this in race 1, didn't he? And that's going to allow Silly Shot and Colonel Curtin to go past him. So he drops to 8th place, so that's what happens. Got Brian Moncani in 9th, DJ in 10th. Still chasing down Brian. So to Sai, why is he back here in 12th place? Oh, he's been in, that's why. So Sai's been in, that's right, he did come in. McGrath. So that's why he's back down from 8th to 12th. Now a leader, Knife, who's got another fastest lap, 1:52.0. Oh, the lead he's got now over Bennett. Bennett just couldn't live with the pace that Knife's going with. But Bennett will be pretty happy at the moment because although he's not gaining on Knife, he's got a nice gap back then to Wadru, who just like that, he gets himself up into, well, guess what, the podium place. So literally a lap ago he was down there in 6th, and now he's up there in 3rd. Obviously there's probably some of the guys coming into pit lane ahead of him, but nevertheless, there he is in 3rd place, and this might be where he'll end up staying till the end of the race. We'll see. Still got to come in, of course. Bennett's in, so from 2nd goes Bennett. That will push Wadru up to 2nd place. Nath staying out for another. So Bennett's in off those softs. We've got PM in 4th place, and Unforgiven, who's now closed in on the back of him. These are the guys, all of these still got to stop. Forgiven looking a little impatient behind PM now. He won't make any rash moves though. Unforgiven, he'll stay behind him, and when the time is right, if he gets the opportunity, he will certainly have an attempt. But PM, he doesn't look he looks pretty quick in that AMG. Looks a tough driver to pass. Certainly doesn't look an easy task to get past him, does it? So Unforgiven is going to have a little bit of his work cut out to if he does get close enough for a move. But then we've got Colonel Curtains closing in behind him, and Silly Shot. Again, these two have all not stopped yet, so top 6 all yet to come in. I think Brian also in 7th has got to come in. So still quite a few guys that have got to make their stop yet. Quite a long pit lane as well here in Trial Mountain. Still staying out though. None of our front 6 are in. I think Brian's, we'll see if he comes in now. I say none of our top 6 are in. Well, actually we've got Unforgiven, Silly Shot and PM, so quite a few did dive in the end, and I think also Brian's just going in. So yeah, we've got a few actually in there. PM, Unforgiven, Silly Shot, Brian, so there's at least 4 drivers in pit lane now. We'll be throwing on the soft tyres. Colonel Curtains we'll see going over in 3rd. BJ up to 4th place, gonna get another lap in. See Bennett, and I've got a feeling that some of these guys are going to be coming out very soon. There's got a PM just leaving now. So let's have a look at where Bennett is. He just gets ahead of him, I think he does. So there's Bennett through into 5th place. PM's out in 6th. McGrath in 7th now. Osman in 8th. Unforgiven comes out in 9th place, with Sai right behind him in 10th as the 2 Jags battle it out through turns 2 and 3. Silly Shot in 11th place now. Dan in 12th. A bit unlucky with penalties is Dan. He's had a couple of 1 second penalties I've seen. Not in this race, but in race 1 and in race 2. So it's obviously not helped his cause. Brian Moncani down there in 13th after his stop. So quite a few guys on the soft tyres now, but our leader is now finally in with Rodrigo. I'd imagine will follow suit. He does. So our 1 and 2 are in, and our 3. So top 3 are in. DJ, what's he going to do? He's going to come in also, because he's won't get another lap in on that fuel. So he's in. Bennett could well be possible leader of this race, you know, because he's been in. He's got those medium tyres on, but he's under pressure from PM, who's going to have a go down here surely at 14. Not close enough. But PM in a good place at the moment. It's very close to Bennett. Bennett's under a bit of pressure now to keep in front of this race. He's going to take the lead, I think. So where's Nathan? Just leaving now. So our leader is just pulling out ahead of Bennett and PM. So this is going to be close again as PM's still battling it with Bennett, but he can't go around the outside there. No way. So he's going to have to sit behind Bennett now and come up with another place where he can make that move stick. But Nath then in and out, gets that job done. It's on the soft tyres all the way through the end now. 18 minutes into this race, and it looks like this is going to be a little bit more like the Nath that we know. As I say, didn't have his best race won. Very unusual to see him where he ended up, but here he is at the front of this race now, and Bennett holding it, but PM certainly going to have a move down at 9 as he side by side with Bennett now. Door to door they go. PM in the inside line, gonna get this job done surely. Just clings onto that inside curb. Bennett couldn't do anything about it, drops into 3rd place, and PM does get that 2nd. So Nath, PM and Bennett is your top 3. And McGrath is up to 4th now. He's got himself there, so he's in a good place. It's a bit more like it. And Osman in close in behind in 5th place. Wadru behind him in 6th. So there you go. Wadru back to 6th place. But count him out, everybody. Putting a lot of pressure on Wadru here, aren't I? But just knowing him from many years here in the Ultimate Racing League, just know what he's all about. So we'll see where he ends up. But he's in 6th place, although Unforgiven. He's going to have a say in this, I think. Forgiven, our founder of the Ultimate Racing League, the big boss man, if you like. He's trying to chase down Wadru. He's going to try the outside line to maybe set himself up for the inside line down at 5, but not close enough at this point. Colonel Curtin's on a charge behind them as well in 8th. So I think we might be in for another battle royale here at the end of this race. Certainly here in the middle of the pack anyway. Top 3 at the moment are still relatively spread out in comparison with this lot. But it's McGrath leading them down the hill. Osman in 5th, and who's that having a go? Oh, that's Unforgiven, having a little sneak preview at Wadru. Oh, nice little turn though from Unforgiven. Lovely line through there, but Wadru's going to have that inside line through the kink. Unforgiven not having it, not giving it away though. He's on the outside. He don't want to be squeezed up against the wall here. No, that's good driving, but still remains in 7th. With Colonel Curtin now applying the pressure over Unforgiven, and if Colonel Curtin gets a run on him down here at 14, he could get a move in, but no, he had to, and he's had a go, dives down the inside. Yeah, it's a clean move, maybe a little bit wide there, but Unforgiven stuck it out there, and Colonel Curtin didn't get it done. Unforgiven said, no, not down here, not this time, you're not. So we'll just have another look at this. So Unforgiven was Ahead of him here, you'll see Colonel Curtin dive for the inside here now. Kind of gets the job done, half done. Unforgiven just keeps it up the side of him, and of course now set up on the inside for turn 15. And that was good racing between them. Really good close racing there. But, Colonel Curtin will have to have another rethink what he's going to do next time. So we're 21 and a half minutes in now. So we're into the last 4 minutes of this race. So potentially another couple of laps here. Still to run. Things are hotting up. Grass still being chased by Osman. Osman in that Citroen, not giving up here. Stick with Osman and just see if he can get a move done on Dan. Let's go on board again with Osman. Here he goes, the slips coming into play now. Going to pull out now, up the inside, down the hill. So surely gets that done on the brakes. Does he run it wide? Dan's going to have another little look up the inside, is he? No, he doesn't get that job done, so he has to stick behind him. And actually Wadru managed to get through as well, so whilst we was on board with Osman, Wadru up the inside, his trademark tight line through 9. Goes past Dan as well. So up to 5th goes Wadru. Now all over the back of Oz. He's going to have a go. No, he's not. So maybe he may be just missing out on this podium then. The time is ticking down fast. I think they may only have one more lap now. This may well end up being the final lap. They may get another one in the front, guys. So we'll see. Certainly, we're right at the back end of this race now. And Wadru's still all over the back of Osman. Osman, no. Doing, trying everything he can to keep him where he is. Go back to our leader, Naif, who's clear of everybody. Got this one sewn up. Literally cruised now to the end of this race on those soft tyres. No pressure whatsoever. Naif is going to take victory here. Pretty confident of that now. PM, again, all on his own. Not got a lot of fuel though as PM, so that's interesting. Naif has got, yeah, he's got a little bit, well, he's only got more than PM now. PM probably hoping now that this is actually going to be the last lap, because if he does manage to get to the end of this race before the timer, he certainly ain't going to have enough fuel to finish this race. He's 30 seconds, so yeah, I think he probably would have just about perfect with that fuel, but it's going to be close. He's really going to be close with that fuel. So, but he's done it to perfection, I think. Is PM. We'd better go back to Naif. I think Naif might actually get one more lap in, or maybe not. We're into the final few seconds. If the clock ticks there, yeah, he's just trying to get there. He does. Congratulations to Naif. Controlled it in the end. PM will come in second place. Well done to him as well. He left the field behind in the end, didn't they? Bennett with a great 3rd place. Wadru just off the podium in 4th, got past Osman in the end in 5th, then McGrath in 6th, Colonel Curtin's in 7th, Unforgiven in 8th, Silly Shot in 9th, Dan in 10th, Brian Marcani in 11th, Cy in 12th. That's how close that lot was there. I could barely say him quick enough. That's how close it all was there. DJ will come in 13th, and I think he either had another off, which I didn't see. But, I mean, it didn't start the best for DJ, did it? And it was hard work for him from that point onwards, really. So he was never really going to get much more out of what he had at that point. So 13 for him anyway. So that's your round 2 done and complete. some cracking racing there from in both of those races from the guys. So we will roll on to round 3 next week, and join me for that then. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.